Johnny Depp finally opens his heart, a journey of love, pain, and the redemption. For the decades, Johnny Depp has been one of the Hollywood's most enigmatic figures, a man whose talent, charisma, and the mystique have made him both in the cinematic legend and the deeply private soul, known for his transformative roles and the emotional intensity on screen and off. Depp has often remained the guarded off screen. But recently something shifted. In a rare moment of the vulnerability, the actor finally opened his heart, revealing the layers of the emotion, heartbreak, and healing that have spanned and shaped his journey. This is not just the story of a movie star, it is the story of a man discovering himself after the years of the chaos, controversy, and the silence. The man behind the masks. Throughout this career, Depp has embodied some of the cinema's most complex characters, Jack Sparrow and the Edward Scissorhands, that Mad Hatter, and the countless others. Yet behind each role there was a piece of his own soul hidden within the performance. He used art as both expression and escape, immersing himself in the roles that mirrored his struggles and his search for the meaning. But now, for perhaps the first time in years, Johnny is not speaking through a character. He is speaking as himself, as a man who has lived through the storms and survived. In an intimate conversation with the close friends and the collaborators, Johnny Depp reflected, I have played so many characters. Who could say that they felt maybe I was doing the same, the real life hiding behind them? Those words struck a chord with the millions of his fans who have followed his journey through the triumphs and the trials, a heart scared but still beating. The past few years have been anything but easy for Johnny Depp. Legal battles, public scrutiny, and the emotional turmoil left visible marks on his spirit. Yet beneath the pain, there was a resilience, a quiet strength that refused to fade. I have been broken, yes, he admitted. But I think being broken teaches you how to build again stronger, wiser, and a kinder. For the Johnny Depp, healing was not just about revenge or the validation, it was about discovering, rediscovering peace, and he retreated to the Europe, spending his days surrounded by art, music, and the serenity of the countryside. Friends describe him as a calmer now, almost reborn, a man who has replaced the noise with the melody, chaos with the creation, the power of the silence and the solitude. In an age where the celebrity lives are broadcast for the world to consume, Depp chose silence. He stopped chasing headlines, ignored gossip, and focused on his craft and the inner world. When you stop talking, you start hearing what your heart really wants, he said. For him, solitude became a sanctuary. Whether painting late into the night or playing guitar under the stars, he found the solace in the quiet moments that fame had once stolen from him. Those who know him say he smiles more these days, not because everything is perfect, but because he's finally learned to be at peace with the imperfection. Reflection on the love and the forgiveness. When Johnny Depp speaks of love now, there is no bitterness, only the acceptance. He is candid about the lessons life taught him. Love is not just about the possession, he said softly. It is about the presence. It is not about what you take, but what you give. Depp admitted that he has made the mistakes, but also that love is in the truest form. He never left him. He spoke for forgiving others and himself. You cannot move forward while dragging anger behind you, he explained. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, it means choosing peace over the pain. Those words reveal a man who has outgrown the need for the vengeance and found the clarity in the compassion. Art as healing music has always been Johnny Depp's first love. Long before the cameras overrolled, Over the past few years, he has poured his emotions into the guitar, channeling every heartbreak to a very and every hope into the melody. His collaboration with the legendary musicians has brought him the both inspiration and the connection, a reminder that art can heal what the world tries to break. Music does not judge, he shared. It does not ask questions, it just listens. That's what I need. Depp has also returned to the painting, creating deeply personal portraits that reflect his emotional state, raw, vivid, and honest. Each brushstroke is a piece of his heart revealed not for the fame but for the freedom. The man fans still believe in. Despite everything, Johnny Depp's global fan base never left his side. Through the darkest chapter of his life, millions of the supporters rallied behind him, not just as a movie star, but as a human being. Their loyalty became one of his greatest sources of the strength. I owe my fans everything, he said with genuine emotion. They saw me more than a headline, they saw my heart. From the courtroom appearances to the concert stages, the love between the Depp and his fans has only deepened. It's a rare kind of the bond built on not the glamour but on the truth. Looking ahead, a new chapter now. As Johnny Depp enters a new phase of his life, he does so with a renewed sense of the purpose. He is set to the take of the fresh creative objects, films that sparks and speaks to the soul, and music that celebrates survival. Yet, for the first time, it seems his greatest performance will be himself, authentic, open, and unafraid. Everything ending is just a discussed beginning, he reflected, and maybe now I'm finally ready to begin again. Those who have seen him recently says that there is a different glow in his eyes, one not from stardom, but from the peace. Johnny Depp has learned that the heart, no matter how many times it breaks, it always knows how to heal. A message to the world in his quiet, poetic way. Depp left his fans with a final thought, one that feels like a note of the gratitude and the wisdom all at once. Don't let the world harden you. Let it teach you. Let it humble you. And most of all, let it remind you that what even after the darkest night, there is a still music in the morning. Johnny Depp has finally opened his heart not to reclaim fame, but to reclaim himself. And in doing so, he is remained and reminded the world why he has always been more than the Hollywood's icon. He is a man who has lived, lost, loved, and learned to rise again. So guys, if you find this video as good and entertaining, then you have to subscribe the channel, and I wish you best of luck.